Vocal Fusion contestants into grand final round tonight. Kokoda communities call for development. And first week for ABG polling complete.
This is National MTV News with Tokana Hasavi.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for Sunday's news. After over 13 weeks of vocal competition, tonight the grand final winner of MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 2 will walk away 50,000 kina richer. It's expected to be an exciting show with guest star performances. Our reporter Deli Waigeno was at the Cosmopolitan this morning where the backstage crew was preparing for tonight's live show.
After almost 3 months of vocal competition on MTV's Vocal Fusion Season 2, tonight will be an absolute showdown for the 4 grand finalists, Maurice Opeti, Sumira Natera, Tinzi Mao and Jeremiah Prout. It's the big grand final night and the crew at the Cosmopolitan was busy throughout the day, setting up the stage for tonight's spectacle.
Tonight they're going to be singing 2 songs each. One song will be their own song choice. The other one will be a judge's choice song. As well as that, we've got an amazing line of guest acts they'll be coming on.
The grand finalists won't leave empty-handed. The third runner-up will get 5,000 kina, second runner-up will get 10,000 kina, first runner-up will get 20,000 kina, and the winner will take away a massive 50,000 kina. It's a big night for the contestants as they prepare to impress the judges. Daryl also acknowledged the support of the sponsors, the vocal mentor Liza Vulakoro, and also the hard-working crew.
Our production team as well, they've been amazing. They've been with us since day one, and we've had so much fun working on this project together. Long hours, late nights, but it's finally coming to an end, and we're looking forward to go out on a high tonight.
And the Vocal Fusion Grand Final show will be live on MTV and FM 100 as well at 6:30 tonight. Deli Waigeno, National MTV News.
It's going to be a good show tonight. Moving on, the all-search Baton relay continued its journey from Mendi to Mount Hagen. Not able to fly out of Mendi because of the bad weather, the all-search Baton relay took to the road to Mount Hagen with brief stops along the border of Southern and Western Highlands. The Baton was greeted at Queen's Park by residents of Mount Hagen. MTV scholar Sengi brings you all the highlights.
The baton was passed around at Queen's Park.
So I'm happy to take baton. It feels great and I'm so excited to have this baton with me.
Once in a lifetime thing too, and I'm happy about it.
It was received by sponsors, residents, security company personnel and a traditional sing-sing group too. All had their chance. There was a formal welcoming at a stage and a passing of the baton from the oil search ambassador to representatives of the province. The baton relay began through the busy streets of Mount Hagen, with the cherry picker leading a 20-vehicle convoy to the Kimbininga police barracks. The police decked out in full uniform, guns ready and standing at attention. The baton made its way into the barracks with plenty of support amidst the smoke grenades. The police demonstration involved marching a lap of the oval with the baton in the lead. The crowds drew close while the police had the chance for a quick photo shoot. Waiting not far up the road at the IEA school, students lined the street. Flags were flying and the stage was set for the baton's arrival. The convoy made its way there with the police truck leading the way. The kids were eager to touch the baton. It was eventually led through and presented to students on top an awards podium set for the occasion. Books, T-shirts and bags from the UNICEF program of Just Play were handed out to school representatives. The all baton relay continues.
The call by communities along the historic Kokoda Track for developments has attracted the government's attention. This morning, a delegation led by Environment and Conservation Minister John Pundari flew into Kokoda for a community consultation meet. The government's response comes as village elders threaten to close the track.
The delegation included Northern Governor Gary Jufa, SOA MP and Community Development Minister Delilah Gore, representatives from DFAT, Central Provincial Government and other key stakeholders. Upon their arrival, the different stakeholders were presented a copy of a petition outlining demands and landowner involvement in the Kokoda Initiative Ministerial Committee.
We should be given an equal opportunity to participate in decision-making.
Sibolo said all the people want is to be inclusive in sustainable developments.
Plenty time me talk, me looking, plenty man walk about, one in time, all by kissing, send his camera life play you me. The visit today, I'm indicating also, this la totok play you me, close to him by Karen Kaikai Blongen.
Northern Governor Gary Jufa pointed out that the lack of proper dialogue by stakeholders has made the people being left out.
I'm going to look how you can develop more projects where you can benefit the mufla all get. Now by you start the process of communication, now understanding, now work boom one time.
When addressing the locals, Environment Minister John Pundari said the big challenge now is for the people to sort out differences and work closely with the Kokoda Initiative Ministerial Committee.
We will not leave any stone unturned in ensuring that our grievances are well discussed at the Kokoda Initiative Ministerial Committee.
Pundari said landowner demands will be discussed during KIMC and aligned with KIMC's master plan in rolling out services.
Because it is about time we had a master plan. We cannot work in a chaotic way. We cannot work in an unorganized fashion.
The delegation traveled inland to attend similar concerns by villagers along the track. Jack Power Jr. National MTV News.
You're watching National MTV News tonight. Coming up after the break, updates on the general elections for the autonomous region of Bougainville. Stay with us for that and more. Good to have you back with the news. 2 candidates have been endorsed by the People's National Congress to contest the coming by-elections for West Sepik Provincial and Goilala Open. The Prime Minister's party, PNC, has endorsed former Sundown Governor John Tekwie to contest the West Sepik Provincial seat and John Mona, the brother of the late MP Daniel Mona, for the Goilala seat. And we now take a look at the Bougainville general election. Within a week, polling has now been completed in 22 constituencies throughout the autonomous region of Bougainville. Acting Electoral Commissioner George Mano is satisfied with the conduct. MTV's Fabian Hakalitz with the update.
According to reports from returning officers, 22 constituencies have completed polling. The remaining 11 are expected to complete polling this week. All constituencies in North Bougainville are Haku, Hali Hagogohe, Pei Tonsu Chitalato, Selau Mahari, Tio Taunite Tinputs, and Taunite Tiob. South Bougainville, Kono, Lule Baubake, Marcus Kopi, Motuna Huyono, Ramu Baba, Lato Bulave, and Turkina. However, in Central Bougainville, polling is expected to be completed by tomorrow in Terra, Rao Yoro, and Evo Terao. Bougainville's acting electoral commissioner thanked Bougainvilleans and the Bougainville Police Service for the cooperation in making this election free, safe, and fair. In the final week of polling, Mr. Manu appealed strongly to eligible voters to participate in this election by casting their votes. Fabian Hakalitz, National MTV News.
Amidst the 50% increase in coffee bags from Morobe's coffee industry, more rural districts are working to participate in the coffee industry. Bulolo District and the Coffee Industry Corporation have developed a partnership to improve coffee yield coming from Watut. Bulolo MP Sam Bassa was optimistic, saying his district can become one of the country's leading coffee suppliers to the world market.
Bulolo District in Morobe will be working alongside Coffee Industry Corporation to improve its coffee yield. This program will contribute to Morobe's coffee output and may, in the next 5 years, help exceed coffee production coming from Lida, Western Highlands.
Only take lead Morobe province. Me like take him a giant step forward in Bulolo District.
According to the Coffee Industry Corporation, Morobe is unofficially the leading province of coffee production. The province is seeing an increase by 50%, most of which are attributed to coffee cooperatives like Nawais Neknasi Coffee Cooperative, who has export licenses. The Bulolo deal with the CIC will include technical support living amongst the farmers to train them, and logistics, air freight subsidies for coffee bags on the district's new plane, Spirit of Bulolo. This coffee initiative by the Bulolo district could be implemented all across PNG's rural populations for economic growth as well as for human sustainability. Colin Barilai, National MTV News, Leh.
You're watching National MTV News. True Guys Sports is coming up next, and I'll be back with all your sporting action after these short messages. Stay with us.
True Guys Sports.
Welcome to True Guys Sports. Madang FC made history yesterday, edging out champion club Hekari FC in the semi-final of the Telecom National Soccer League 3-2. And Leh City Dwellers also secured their spot in the grand final after beating FC Port Moresby in the other semi-final match 3-1. MTV's Jeremy Mogi has this report.
A highly entertaining first half with Leh City Dwellers Raymond Gunemba opening the scoring for his team with a cheeky flick over the top of FC Port Moresby's Charles Lepani. And while FC Port Moresby themselves did have chances through striker Harry Hillary Jenkins, it wasn't enough, with Nigel Dabinyaba soon doubling the lead. FC Port Moresby did have some form of inspiration through midfielder Basil Jofari, but the quick counter-attack being provided by both Troy Gunemba and Obed Bika proved difficult for FC Port Moresby. Some form of hope for FC Port Moresby when Etienne Yagas latched onto a cross by Neil Hans, but it wasn't enough, with Nigel Dabinyaba again scoring to see Leh City Dwellers win 3-1 in Madang. In the second of the semi-finals, it was Madang FC taking on Hekari. Madang, however, as their coach had predicted, took the lead early through Vanya Malagian. And it was Tommy Sammy who equalized for the visitors. However, Madang dominated, and it was Sammy Hiob who put them in front. That was until Malagian again came up with his second to give Madang a 3-1 lead into the halftime break. A fantastic carnival atmosphere here as the locals celebrate the historic victory of Madang FC beating Hekari by 3-2. That win sees Madang now meet up with Leh City Dwellers in the grand final next week over in Leh for the 2015 version of the Telecom National Soccer League. Jeremy Mogi, National MTV Sports, Madang.
Week 7 of the Games Baton Relay crisscrossed the country again, visiting some of the country's breathtaking scenes in the Highlands region. Here are the highlights captured by relay team member Madness Photography.
The week began at Wapanamanda in Enga province, where thousands greeted the baton before ending up at the Enga Miox Rugby League game. The relay visited Surinki Lake and drove through the scenic Lai Valley before spending the day at the Pogara Gold Mine and Pogara Township of Payam. The next day was spent in Wabeg, overnighting at the Kumu Lodge on the provincial border. The relay team was picked up by Oil Search Charter and flown to Mendi in the Southern Highlands, where the Board of Oil Search presented the baton to the people of the province. A relay around town and a trip out to the Imbogu district was followed by visits by helicopter to Wasu Falls, Lake Kutubu, and the amazing longhouses of the Foya Digaso people. Once in Western Highlands, the baton was taken around Mount Hagen and out to all 4 districts, including a visit to Joe Leahy's coffee plantations, Kilima. The week was completed with Jiwaka Province. The Oil Search Pacific Games relay has now traveled over 23,000 kilometers across PNG, and over 350,000 people have experienced the relay. The Baton relay continues.
Well, that report concludes our sports segment tonight. I'll have all the weather details coming up after the break. Stay tuned for that.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Taking a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours in southern region, showers at times expected in the nation's capital and Karama, and showers in Alata, Poponeta and Daru. In Momase, mostly fine, expected in Wewak and Bunimore. Brief showers expected in Madang and Ley, to look forward to showers. In the New Guinea Islands, thundery showers plus rain expected in Buka, showers expected in Kavieng and Kimbe, showers plus rain for Kokopo, and brief showers to be anticipated in Loringa. And lastly, in the Highlands region, all centres to look forward to brief morning showers and morning fog. Well, that's been the news, sports and weather tonight. On behalf of the news crew, I'm Tokana Hasavi. As always, thanks heaps for your company. You take care and stay safe. Good night.